Welcome to the No Name MMA Show. Good Monday morning, everybody. This is Andy Romero, aka Motivated Andy, from the No Name MMA Show, the best damn MMA podcast you've never heard of. And this is the big picture. UFC Vegas 58, the battle of Raphael's proved Fizzy is the one, and RDA is now Ralph Dos Anjos, by all means necessary. We'll be going over that. We'll be going over the co-main. Actually, we won't, but yeah, I'm sorry. You backpack somebody to a decision. I don't give a fuck. This fight card was a rougher one. I thought it was going to be a nice hardcore darling, but no. First, let's talk about the main event. Rafael Dos Anjos against Rafael Fiziev. Yeah, it was just kind of what we thought. RDA had a game plan, and it was the takedowns. Unfortunately, it did not work. Rafael Fiziev's 95% takedown defense, or whatever the fuck, second place, was legit, and it was proven against RDA. RDA kept on trying to take him down, pushing him towards the fence through the entire fight. But for whatever reason, Rafael Fiziev was just like, no, I'm not going to get taken down. And man, that boy is thick for 155. Holy shit. Yeah, and then, so it was a very competitive battle, but no matter how you looked at it, I think everybody was scoring that fight for Fiziev. Fourth round, you can tell that Fiziev was taking his time, taking it like a breather. Like he knew that, or I don't know if he knew, but it looked like he was getting tired a little bit from the very big efforts that he was throwing. He was throwing nothing but speed and power in the first 3 rounds. And I think the 4th round, you saw him kind of be like, okay, like I'll lose this. And then in the 5th, he just came out sprinting, and he landed a left hook on RDA, and then immediately followed with a straight shot while RDA was on the ground, and then Mark Smith immediately stopped it. If you were watching it real time, for me at least, it looked like, what the fuck, Mark Smith? I mean, he had some great calls earlier that night. It's an uncommon night for Mark Smith, in my opinion, but he ended up just calling it right away, and I was just like, it's just a little quick, like, dude, like, just, yeah, he got knocked down, but upon the review, you could tell that RDA's head was completely back, like, on the canvas. Sometimes whenever a head bounces back, like, they come back with their eyes kind of wonky, but it comes back. His head was completely back, and then Fiziev got him. It was a good stoppage. You know, you wanted a clear effort, but at least, you know, we got a winner. And, I mean, either way, it was going to be Fiziev. I do think that the whole thing of calling out celebs, I get it. It's a quirky, new, weird thing that's quirky and weird, and I don't know. I wish he did a little bit more to market himself, especially like on a fight night like this where only hardcores are watching. Yeah, just do something a little bit different. I mean, knocking out RDA is a little bit different, I guess. But he calls out Justin Gaethje. I don't know if he'll get it, but Rafael Fiziev has entered the top 10, and fuck, Conor McGregor better watch out. I do like that RDA did not really what Conor said, but he like feinted for a high. Rafael thought it was a high, and he landed right on the body, and I was like, oh wait, that's crazy. Let's see. So yeah, from here we have the co-main. Caio Pereira against Petrosian. Yeah, he just backpacked him. I thought Petrosian was going to do more on feet, but nah, I was fucking wrong. I'm an idiot. Then Saeed Nurmagomedov against Claudio da Silva. This is a really good one. And bantamweight is so fucking stacked, man. Like, we're talking about Saeed Nurmagomedov. We just had Umar, like, not too long ago. Adrian Yanez not too long ago. All these guys are unranked, by the way. Unranked. And he put it on Claudio Silva. Again, I thought Claudio Silva was going to go out there and do work. I was wrong. Saeed Nurmagomedov is legit. A lot of these questions of how legit are these people got answered this weekend, and it was legit. I mean, you just put on work. Yeah, Saeed Nurmagomedov out there. I mean, again, another unranked bantamweight that's a monster. And then Chase Sherman. Chase Sherman ends up defeating Jared Vanderaa via TKO. I'm not exactly sure what was going on here, but Chase Sherman wins his first underdog fight in 8 outings. Pretty cool. Good for Chase. Got an extra check. That dude, I mean, he's just like that auxiliary extra, like, maybe we need you at some point. Then have Ayman Zahabi, aka Ariel Helwani, going out there and showing Ricky Tercios that you just can't throw 200 fucking strikes and only land 20. He ends up winning a decision. It was weird, man. This fight, Ricky Tercios was doing a hi-ya or whatever the fuck every other time, but just didn't land shit. I mean, it was just awkward. I mean, fuck, you're talking about 235 strikes that he threw. Landed 27. 11.5%. Man, I was really looking forward to Ricky Tercios showing out, but I don't know. It was just a bad look. And I like Ricky Tercios. Like, fuck. But then, the fight of the night, Michael Johnson versus Jamie Mullarkey. It was a little tentative in the first half of the first round, and then they decided, fuck all that. Michael Johnson hits Mullarkey, knocks him down. Mullarkey wakes the fuck up, starts going at Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson starts smiling at him, and, you know, per usual, every MJ fight, he's the hardest hitting motherfucker and also the weakest chin. He gets knocked down, but they didn't count it as a knockdown. And in my eyes, it looked, even on the knockdowns, Michael Johnson did enough to win the first round. The second round was clearly Mullarkey. He was teeing off on Michael Johnson. And then the third round comes along. Michael Johnson does enough, in my opinion, to win that round. It goes to the decisions, damn, bro, I can't even speak. It goes to the judges, and the judges make the wrong decision. They give it to Mullarkey. I think a lot of the MMA community, I know on verdict, it showed that we had Michael Johnson winning. No disrespect to Mullarkey. He was game. He was an opponent, and he fought his fucking heart out. This definitely was fight of the night. Both of these gentlemen have nothing but respect. Even Michael Johnson was like, whatever. The judges don't know shit. It was a good fight, and I ended up on the wrong side of that decision. But, damn, what a fucking awesome fight. And Mullarkey with his fucking Cro-Magnon fucking eyebrows just goes out there and gets the win over Michael Johnson. Another tough split decision loss for him. Now we're off to the prelims where Corey Brundage did the damn thing against Tresean Gore, fucking dribbling his head off the canvas. I mean, good for him. Tresean, unfortunately, is 4-2 as a professional, and if I'm the UFC, I don't know. Yeah, Courtney Casey loses another split decision loss. It's kind of like that Taylor Swift conundrum. At what point do you start thinking maybe it's me? Like, I'm the reason why I'm getting split decision losses. She is now fucking 10-10, I believe, and she should have won this. Well, she could have won this. She lost it. She decided to stay at distance with Antonina Shevchenko and got outkicked. So, yeah, I don't feel bad. It's just, what'd you expect? Do more. Then we have Garrett Armfield against David Onama in a supposed rematch from whenever they were amateurs. David Onama, though, is a 145er with a middleweight reach. And Garrett Armfield, for lack of a better word, is a clear 135er. And in the fight, you could see it. They were both trading on feet, and again, so a recurring theme throughout the night was just a lack of fight IQ. They were doing work on feet. It was close, and then Armfield, like, I don't know if it was him getting tired or whatever. He shoots, and then David Onama just takes over and starts grinding him out. Ends up subbing him in his decision, or in his sub loss. Yeah. Both fights go to Onama, and Garrett Armfield is a boss. I mean, he took this fight on 5 days' notice, and against an opponent he already lost, so not a game, but unfortunately did not get the W. Again, Carl Roberson doing fine against Kennedy and Nzechukwu, and shoots. And Kennedy Nzechukwu is a giant fucking wrestler. Like, of course. So Kennedy Nzechukwu just takes him on the ground, just grinds him out, goes for a submission for, like, the whole fight. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, really? You're just going to keep on trying to get this rear naked choke again and again and again? Oh, let's go for a guillotine again and again and again. And then finally, the coaches start, like, throw elbows, like, fucking strike. And, of course, Kennedy starts and the fight gets finished. Like, he could have done this in the first round. Didn't have to make us watch just 10 minutes of him. I don't know. Kennedy breaks his 2-fight losing streak, but it's just a bad look all around. Even though he got a finish, it's crazy because it just looks like he doesn't know what to do there. Like, you're in the dominant position, like, smash the motherfucker. And Carl Roberson, again, he shoots. He should not have shot. He was doing fine on feet, and he lost it for himself. Now he's on a 4-fight losing streak, so. Just a bad overall look for everybody, even though Kennedy got that finish. And the highlight of the card, Saidjikub Kakhramonov. Wow. UFC's bantamweight division is just spoiled with riches. I mean, this motherfucker, he has a win over Trevin Giles, which I thought this was his UFC debut. He goes out there and just... He Ronnie Lawrence is Ronnie Lawrence. I mean, Ronnie Lawrence has looked so unbelievable, and Saidjikub just goes out there and out-wrestles him and is having a great time, straight up dogs him, and again, 135, just spoiled. Just like it's just so incredibly stacked. We're talking about like 40 people deep, and it's nothing but fucking star talent. So yeah, that was pretty much UFC Vegas 58. Rafael Fiziev, he's a bad motherfucker. And hopefully he gets that fight with Justin Gaethje, and hopefully he stops calling out fucking weirdos and shit, because he's in the top 10 now, and everybody's gonna be trying to call him out.
Call me I know what he calls you. Call me a fatherless bastard, dude.